I have my August favorites coming right up. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca and it is time for August favorites. I'm sad to see August go. It was a good month. It was my birthday month. It was my anniversary month. You guys were the sweetest and kindest for all my posts and well wishes, so thank you. September is kind of rough for me historically. It can be a triggering month for sure, but it's okay, right? I'm gonna do this thing. It's called Getting Through September. I've got some random stuff that I didn't really talk about in videos, so I think that's always fun when a YouTuber just throws out a random favorite that you're like, they never talked about that. What? All right, let's talk about my blouse because you guys, midlife crisis, but it's me in puffy sleeves, floral prints. I think everything I own, everything that I buy has puffy sleeves. And that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. It's a thing. So if Erin Busby needs to come to my house and give me an intervention, I will make her a cup of tea and welcome her. No, I know that it could be my style rep, but I'm okay with that. So this blouse is from the brand Farm Rio, and they're an expensive brand. They're found at Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom, and I don't even remember how I found them. It might have been a suggested little sidebar, and I bought a clearance dress on Saks, another puffy sleeved, I love it. It's a Romain Berger. It's the Dutch designer. There's Rotate Berger and there's Romain Berger, and that's like the kind of like affordable day wear. So it was this very affordable dress and I loved it. And also then I'm like finding this other stuff on clearance and it's this Farm Rio and everything is bright and frilly and poofy and fun. And yeah, so I actually got this blouse on the Real. So if I can pay like $40 for something that normally costs $200, I'm happy. So I can link this, or I can kind of link the websites for you, but you're not gonna find this blouse probably. So this was previously used or previously owned. They have some really good things that you can find, very affordable. All right, so there you go. I will list that. So if you see me on Instagram, which by the way, if you haven't followed me there, please do. It's always fun. And first, I'm gonna talk about Good Science Beauty. I've talked about them on my channel before, but I wanted to just give them a shout out once more. I am loving this Purifying face cream. This is a serum, but it can kind of be like a moisturizer too, depending on your skin type. This is for breakout prone or sort of, I don't know, maybe aggravated skin or sensitive prone skin. It has willow bark in it and licorice. And so I have been finding for summer, it's just been doing such a nice job keeping this area, my pores not so, just everything has been still very oily on me, even though I'm a dry skin. The temperature, the humidity, it's been, yeah, like I've been shiny. So I'm enjoying that, this serum for just keeping my skin clear. And I love the company, so I'll list them below. My video on the Metacube Rms Tool, I am, no lie, I am still using this regularly several times a week. I do it kind of like a workout for my face. I've even been increasing the intensity level so that it really is getting in there for that electronic muscle stimulation. And I have noticed just my skin looking really good. Really good. Like maybe even a defined jawline more, maybe less slack in my neck. I mean, I'm just working everything to just kind of tighten up, I suppose, you know? It's like Pilates. I'm trying to do Pilates and yoga several times a week, and I'm trying to do my face yoga. But it's not face yoga because that's something else, but you know what I mean. So I am loving that. Somebody left a comment and they're like, you're just gonna, YouTubers, they're selling stuff all the time, and in a couple months you're just gonna tell us you like something else. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. But if I like something and they want to pay me to tell you about it, that's kind of called commerce. I don't know, business. What do you want me to do? I gotta pay for my food somehow. So yeah, I'm sorry I don't work for free all the time and give you, I give you unbiased reviews. Don't we always have a bias? We always have a bias. So if I'm saying I'm giving you an unbiased review, I think technically that's not true because we have biases constantly. Confirmation bias is a total thing in our society. I mean, I don't need to give you a psychology or sociology lesson, but anyhow, my point being, yes, I was paid for that review, but am I using it? Is it something I genuinely like? Yes. Do I say yes to every sponsorship opportunity that comes my way? No. You guys will not see me doing a sponsored video. What was the most recent one I got? Oh, it was so funny. It was like a backyard grill or something. And I'm like, I think you guys would go, why is Rebecca selling grills? But I was at Target and I picked this big old tub of cocoa butter up from Nivea. And it's a deep nourishing serum cocoa butter. So it's body butter, cocoa butter. I just kind of love it. It has that Nivea smell, and you know what that is. It's a little softer and it's got kind of a cocoa aspect to it. So if you're not keen on that, maybe steer clear. I just liked that it leaves, it's greasy. And I mean that in a good way. Like when you put this on, it's leaving a good amount of film, you know, like, oh, look at that. It's just this shiny, you put it on your legs and it just stays with you. And I love it. If you want something not in that signature scent, but scented, maybe kind of tropical, maybe kind of fun and fresh, this Tree Hut Cocoa Colada, I think I saw somewhere on someone's Instagram that this is like a dupe to the Soleil de Bronze, Sol de Journo, Sol. I'm totally blanking on that name. So this is a whipped body butter and it's got pineapple and coconut notes. Oh, it's yummy. I think the pineapple in here is what makes it smell like a Dole Whip from Disneyland. And this also is just thick and rich and feels good on the skin. I slap it on at night. And the problem for me with like scents when I'm putting on a lotion before bed, then I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I smell too much, you know? Yeah, but this doesn't bother me. So I'm just letting you know, because I know everybody has this thing on scents. Speaking of scents, oh, you guys. So Ugly Duckling Skincare, her Instagram, she was in Paris and she said that this Nuxe Huile Prodigieuse is the most purchased French scent in the country. And it's the original. It's like they can't keep it on the shelves. All the French women and men probably are wearing it. It's spray. It's an oil, and it can be for face, body, and hair. I don't use it on my face because of the scent. But for an oil, it's actually got a really nice spray. Can you see this? I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to. So that was like close up and a little crazy. Okay. So this I got in Canada. No, I got this on Amazon and I got another one in Canada. This is the floral. So the original is in kind of an amber container with the green lettering. There is a gold, kind of like a bronzy one. There's a neroli one. And then this one is the floral. And I was smelling stuff in the Shoppers Drug at in Canada. And I was like, oh, this smells so good. It smells so good. It's very different. It's not, I mean, it's perfumey, and I'm not usually a floral perfume. I'm like a vanilla, give me some vanilla tobacco, some amber. But this actually, there is something about it that has kind of a sweet vanilla note, and it's just good. I like that it's like a body, like it's an oil spray, but it's fragrant. So you feel kind of like, it's kind of perfume. It's kind of moisturizing. It's kind of, it truly is sold out. It's very hard to find. It really is. People love it. Speaking of the La Roche-Posay, the La Roche-Posay Zikoplast Balm B5. Talked about it in my Holy Grail under $20 skincare video. This. Love it. It's thick. It's a barrier cream. I wear it on my face. It's not every day, but just almost every day. If you have dry skin, if you want an after treatment product that's just going to sit on the skin and nourish and comfort and calm and not be active or anything like that, this. If you had a breakout and then the breakout has passed but you still have like a dry patch, this. Sunburn, this. Yeah, rosacea flare, this. It's just so good. Love it. And then, why not, the La Roche-Posay, the Tinted SPF 50. I have been using this for the month of August. I just love it. I really, really like it. It's thinner than the Avène Tinted SPF. It doesn't have as much pigment, and it goes on kind of watery, but not tint. It's not makeup, but it is just like a little bit of a tint to cut any of the white, and it's just good. I really, really like it. I'm very impressed with it. It's $34, I think. And so for me, I love my Dermatology. That's a little thicker, and that's actually not as much money. So just, you know, everybody has their own reasons for buying certain things. So I don't know. I'm not saying I don't wear my Dermatology, but I really did like this. It's hard. It's hard when I have when I'm loyal to a product and then I rave about something else that's similar, and then I'm like, but I still do love that one. Yeah. Let's talk makeup. For the entire month of August, I pretty much lived in the One Size powder foundation. I thought, I'm just really surprised how much I liked this. So I have shade Light 2N. It is on this side of my face. It doesn't come with a sponge or a brush or anything, so you've got to do your own thing. And I put it on with kind of a sponge, kind of a pad that's sort of spongy, but not a sponge. But I also buff it in with like a powder brush, you know, something. So I love it. It is full coverage. It really goes on kind of thick, and you're like, uh-oh. But it just blends. It becomes one with my skin. The good news, folks. The good news. I was like, this is really reminding me of the J Cat Beauty powder. And it's the same for me. There's a few people out there that cannot wear this, but I feel like everyone that tries this is blown away by how good it is. So I'm gonna do a dupe video soon. I will probably include this, and yeah. So this I'm wearing on this side of my face. I have shade Natural, and I feel like it's a pretty good, like, shade Natural, and the JCat Beauty is very much shade light 2N in the one size. So, and then I've been really loving a lot of Revolution Beauty products lately, and this Pore Blur and Prime, something about it, it just has been something I've been wearing. As much as I've been wearing the one size powder, I've been putting this on first. And I had a few other primers I was talking about, like the Rare Beauty and even the one size, but this one, I just like that it's a little bit thick and moussey, and it doesn't, I mean, it's got a tint to it because it doesn't look clear, but don't let that, it's not tinted. You're not gonna see it. Kind of softens the pores, just goes over the skin so nicely before foundation. And then I just feel like I have been getting longer wear, smoother wear with my makeup throughout the day, and especially with hot August weather. So I like it. And concealer, the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I have a YouTube Shorts applying this. I have shade 10N. I forgot what other, I think I actually had a regular YouTube video on this too. This stuff, it's $15. You get 0.3 ounces, so you're getting a good amount for not much money. It's full coverage. It comes in a lot of shades. I think they run yellow. I thought mine was going to be too yellow. I've been making it work. I have been wearing this very consistently. I'm really liking it. And I think what gets the job done is putting it on the back of your hand first. If you apply it directly from the doe foot to your face, you will apply a lot of product. Just put it on the back of your hand first, use your finger, brush, sponge, whatever, and then tap it on. And I just use a very little bit, and I love it. And it really does a good job of just brightening and not going anywhere. It has not settled in my little lines right in here. I set it with powder right away, not much powder, and different powders, you know? So truly, like the Wayne Goss powder, little bit, done. It's fabulous. And speaking of sponges for concealers, this e.l.f. concealer sponge, I know that this has become quite a favorite, and sometimes it's actually hard to find. I constantly, if I don't see it on my shelves at Target or Ulta, I just feel like it's never in stock. So when it is, I pick one up. And there's something about this shape. I don't know if the material itself, the way the sponge material is unique so much. It's probably the shape and how you can just kind of, and because I'm focusing my concealer right there, I also use like my BK Beauty Angie brush, the A506 brush I use, even like Real Techniques face brush. So I will use brushes, but I use sponges, you know, so it's really up to you, but this is good. I have two things that are not drugstore that I will share, and then the rest of everything is drugstore. So Jouer came out with blush duos. They're bronzer blush duos, and this is Peach Bouquet and Tan, Perfect Tan. So the bronzer shade is the same, which is their lighter shade. And then they have this peach, and then they have another one that's cool. And it's a very bright kind of peony pop of pink. I love this because it's pink, but it kind of, it's, you know, for peach and blush for me, just love. So for powder bronzers, which I feel like I've been so dedicated to cream products, but this powder bronzer is by far one of the best. And if you're thinking this is not your cup of tea or you don't want to buy high-end, I totally get it. I do have a discount code with Jouer. I have an affiliate link. So if you do purchase from them, I would love it if you used my link or my code. So this is, if you want something that feels like luxury, but it's not as expensive as some other stuff, this is for you. The packaging is so special. And also, if you were ever curious about, well, I want to try Jouer bronzer or I want to try Jouer blush, and you're like, I just don't want to buy, then here's your chance, okay? Because you're going to get one of each. These are limited editions, so once they're gone, I think they're gone. Speaking of Jouer, this eyeshadow palette came out last year, the Mini Dip. I love this. I love this. It is still on the Beautylish website, so if you happen to be perusing there or you're looking for a palette that is this color combination slash texture combinations, just get it. I just love this, and I don't think it's available on their website or the Sephora website, but if you can find it, I would get it. These taupes and then these shimmers are perfect. They're so good, and it's so good for travel. Lately, I cannot get enough of this CoverGirl Easy Breezy brow, and I have shade light, so it's got a tiny little brow brush, little spoolie, and this shade for me is so perfect because it's like, it's light, but it's taupe, but it's a cooler undertone, and it's not too thick, but it does a good job of keeping those brows lifted and separated. Tamara's Timeless Beauty, she, I think, raved about this, so I picked one up, and I think the cheapest I found it was on Amazon. I just think this is so good. I love the Maybelline brow. There's a lot of brow products, especially drugstore brow products, that I really do love, but this one is so good. And I feel like it deposits enough product where if I'm not feeling like I want to spend the time to define my eyebrows, it still gives me a little bit of something to frame my face. Cream products. I might do an entire video on everything complexion that is cream or like in a stick, because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with like balms, dewy balms, bronzing balms, sticks. Just, yeah. Like the puffy sleeves, right? These are like these little organic wear dewy highlighter sticks, and one is bronze and one is highlight. I don't know the shade. Rosé. They are full of like jojoba oil. There is no fragrance, and you can use them for blush, you can use them for highlighter, you can use them for bronzer. And so this is kind of just the shimmer highlight one. This is kind of the bronzer one, and they're very pretty, and they do a nice job. I have the highlight, kind of the shimmery highlight one right here. I just was like, okay, I'm doing this. And they're so nice. They're so nice, very moisturizing. I'm sure I will do a dupe video soon. Yeah, I might even just do a video where it's not necessarily a total dupe, but it's just kind of like, you guys, this is good enough for me, and save 40 bucks. But spend it on blouses. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. And here's to September. May it be kind to all of us, and take care. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I hope you leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.